Hey Troy.
Hey Greg,
Hey, how are you?
okay. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm just checking back in with the kind of body pain sensitivity stuff that I've been
Yeah, so
working with
how's that been
of late.
going?
Um, it, you know, it seemed like it kind of was improving for a few days, and this last week has been a little rowdy. Um, and so I'm feeling it pretty intensely actually, especially like my right shoulder has just been
And if
pretty
I
painful.
and if I remember like these are like kind of old injuries or old compromised spots or things where you
Exactly.
yeah, okay. And uh did we get him the KMG or I can't remember if we sent it off. I don't think we did yet. Yeah. I was gonna send you like a little experiment and I think we didn't get it out to you yet. The how's your sleep and are you breaking out into sweats at all or you like tell me some of the other symptoms going on.
Not breaking out in sweats. I mean, I occasionally will break a sweat at work.
It's like you're working,
Um,
it's like right, it's not just like you're sitting there and all of a sudden you get sweaty.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
like it's like
Lately it's been,
it's legitimate sweat, like you know you're climbing stairs or doing whatever, hanging something and
yeah.
okay.
If it's physical labor, then I might break a sweat, but not just randomly. Um, and I've been just like busier than ever,
Okay.
and super grateful for all the abundance that I have so much work.
Sure.
But I feel like I'm not quite getting good sleep, and it's been a little bit less. I think hours wise and like restfulness wise.
Mhm.
So I think my body's not quite getting to rest and repair as part of it.
Okay. I mean, and that can be a reflection of other things going on too. And so, I mean, pain levels going up can do it. But like you've been having the sleep issue for quite a while, right?
For sure.
Um, so pain has elevated, and there's no other big symptoms. Like how's your breath? Like your breath's okay?
Just driving home from work just now, I was noticing it. I noticed it once earlier today. I was like, oh, it's feels pretty stagnant.
Like shallow and weak?
Yeah, kind of stuck.
Well, we've tried a bunch of things. Let's do something a little bit out of the box. And we could do this a couple of different ways. Like I'd say, and we're going to send out this little thing to you and just see how this treats you. I meant to send it out at the end of last week, and yeah, I got distracted. But the either like some cinnamon or thyme. And I know that sounds like a little bit counterproductive because you're having sleep issues, but it's almost like I want to like let's just jumpstart like your body's like systems. And the thing that's good about those two is it's very strengthening and stimulating to the breath. And so, you know, you could say they help with stress, but it's almost like they help you not like get stressed. Like it gives you a little bit more physical strength and stamina, but it's going to jumpstart a lot of your body's processes. Um, like a couple of drops. Are you already taking any of those, by the way?
I try to take cinnamon in my coffee every morning.
Okay. Like how many are you doing? Like one or two drops or three drops?
Two, 4 drops,
Okay, that's pretty solid.
probably.
Let's maybe have you still keep doing that and then maybe inhale it in the morning. And we're gonna get this thing off to you, and I want to see how this thing treats you. You know, and basically to help balance out the nervous system. And it would make sense with the pain syndromes. Like usually we'd see a little bit more of some issues in some other places, like we were saying earlier, like symptoms sometimes that don't seem related. They're related because of a certain part of the nervous system. And I can't remember. You have issues with cramping sometimes, don't you? Like in your legs?
Yes.
Are you having those issues with your cramping?
I haven't actually gotten a Charlie horse, but there's been a few times at work recently where I'm crouched down next to a painting and I go to get up and I feel like it's almost about to happen, like in my
Okay.
hamstring.
And in your, like, not so much the muscle, but like the skin and just below the skin, you ever get these little twitters? You know what I'm talking about? Like where it's not your muscle twitching, but it's like something right on the surface and it just kind of twitches a little bit and then it'll go away. And it's not really causing pain or anything. It's just like this little weird flutter that happens.
Um, like around the areas that
Yeah,
normally
anywhere in your body. Yeah, it could be your legs, your back, your shoulders, your arms.
the only thing I can think of that sounds sort of like that is occasionally I'll get cramps in my left hand near injury site,
But
and my
that's more
my
like,
finger will just start moving involuntarily.
oh, interesting. But that's because of an injury. But that's a little bit more of a cramp.
It feels like cramping, kind of.
Yeah, these are a little bit more like they call them fibrillations. Like they just kind of like a butterfly on your arm or something. It's just that kind of twitches and then it goes away. You don't have any of those? You would know it if I was.
I don't think so.
Okay. What about your neck and your jaw? Your neck and your jaw tighten up during the day?
Definitely, especially on the left side. And I think that like I was gonna actually ask if you didn't mind like scanning or looking at my jaw on the left side because it's been bothering me almost as much as my shoulder.
Okay. Same side as the shoulder?
Opposite side, left
Opposite side.
jaw,
Oh,
right
interesting.
shoulder.
Oh, okay. And are you prone to inflammation in the gums?
Generally, no. Like when I floss, I don't bleed or anything.
Okay. I wonder, like, does the issues in your body kind of zigzag like up and down your body, like goes from one side to the other to the other to the other?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
like
um,
left jaw and top of the head on the left side, then right
right.
shoulder, then left forearm, then right knee and ankle.
Okay. So you know what could be happening and why it's causing this is that sometimes you'll either get like a rotation or an elevation of the hip and shoulder, and it can be very slight sometimes, but they are on like opposite sides, like your right hip and your left shoulder will elevate, and so it causes like a weird kind of pattern that bounces back and forth, or one side will rotate forward and then like have your hips, and then the shoulders, the other side will rotate forward. So it causes this like oppositional like pattern in the body. And it's like, boy, I have that from time to time, just from all the old injuries, and it can be a little bit of a thing to unwind. And so we're going to get this thing out to you, and I'm going to write you out a little protocol for this, and let's like try to address it from that point of view and see if that doesn't unwind it. Because the issue is that like when that happens, it can cause like dysfunction in the digestive tract. It can throw off hormonal levels. It can do all these like weird things that you wouldn't think is an issue. And the other thing that these patterns can do is they can cause like certain emotional responses. And so, you know, as much as you try to resolve it, it's actually that's a physiological thing that gets generated because of misalignments. And like trying to process it psychologically or energetically, it's like it brings temporary relief, but the pattern generates more. And so, you know, this has been such a stubborn thing for you that I think we have to like step out of like these are the things going on and even look at like, okay, just like what's going on with the can you have somebody like just stand like kind of normal and relaxed and like maybe like a t-shirt that's kind of tight and have somebody snap a picture of you like with their phone and text it to me so that I can go through and just look at your structure and I can probably even evaluate it just that way. And so we'll look at it, we'll unwind it, and we'll go from there. But I have a bunch of protocols for that. You know, it's things that have never made it in classes because it's just these like weird, super technical things to do. But let's figure out what it is, and I'll give you the right protocol, and we'll go from there. Do you feel like you have like muscle imbalances in your body? You know, like for example, like the cramping on the legs, is that more in the hamstring? Is that more in the quadricep? What else?
He's here. Just muted.
Yeah, we can't hear
Sorry,
you.
I
Yeah,
think I accidentally hit this. Can you hear me now?
yeah. Do you
The
feel you have
cramping.
like, yeah, do you have some muscle imbalances that you're aware of? Like when you cramp, where are you cramping at? You know, besides the hand injury, like in your legs, like where are you cramping?
So I'll occasionally get Charlie horse in my right hamstring, right in the center in the back, or the arch of my right foot.
And so right foot and which hamstring?
Right hamstring.
Yeah, that sounds more psoas.
And I twisted my ankle pretty bad recently on a trail run, which I had not done in like 15 years since I switched to minimalist shoes. So it was kind of a surprise.
Okay, we'll like send us the picture and we'll text you something or email you something like tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, great. Will do. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're so welcome.